Hey guys, it's Janice at Ozark Family Homestead, and I have another grocery haul to share with you guys today. So this is a small grocery haul. However, I'm doing something a little, not a little bit different. I've done this thing in the past, but I haven't done it in a long time, so we're gonna do it again today. What I'm doing in this video is I'm showing you guys the best of the best deals in the sale ads at Tinbox, Aldi, and Kroger. But that's nothing new. I do that every week. I'm going to show you the loss leaders, the best of the best deals. And I'm going to show you the little bit that I did buy this week. At the end of the video, we're going to revisit something that I used to do every week, where I do a price comparison between the price that I paid on sale from the ad versus what you would pay for it at Walmart. Just right off the shelf, regular price at Walmart. And we'll see, even with a small grocery haul, that you can save money by doing this. So that's the plan for today. In this video, I've got another pretty table back there because I'm focusing on different colored fruits and vegetables and cheeses and just good stuff. Good healthy stuff. Yay, rah rah, healthy food. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around and we will get started. Here we go. So down to the end of the table we go, to the little bitty Tinbox haul that I did this week. Tinbox is just a local chain of grocery stores. A lot of you have probably never heard of it before, and that's because it's just primarily in the Ozarks region of the country. What makes Tinbox a little bit different is that they do charge a 10% upcharge at the register whenever you check out. So when I'm studying this sale ad, I have to make sure that the sale price is still a good price after the 10% has been tacked on. And for this week, these beef ribeyes, that is a good deal. Even after the 10%, $7.47 compared to $14.97 at Walmart. So very good deal. In addition to that, when you buy one package, you have the opportunity to get $3 more off by using their digital coupon system that they have set up. And I've recently started using that, and it works. It does what it's supposed to do. Now, I did put one of these in my cart. I was going to get it and have the meat department slice it up into steaks, into ribeye steaks for me, which is a $2 fee to do that. But when I went over there and I rang the bell and the dude came out, he said, sorry, we closed down at 6 o'clock, and I had just missed that, the ability to get that sliced up. So I debated on whether to get it or not, and I went ahead and put it back because I'm trying to watch the budget this week anyway, and I just felt like, okay, this is a sign, Janice, saying you don't need to get it this week. So I did bypass that, but it is a spectacular deal. So if you have it in your budget, go ahead and stock up on that ribeye. The peaches, 88 cents a pound. That is a good deal. At Walmart, you'll be paying $2.37 per pound. And I passed these up simply because they didn't look to be the best quality, in my opinion. And we do have a few coming in from our own orchard. So I passed these up, but check them out at your store to see, oh, that ceiling fan keeps blowing this around, to see if they look to be a better quality at your store. Now the green peppers, I did take advantage of these, 44 cents each compared to Walmart at 67 cents. So that is a good deal. Now, being that you're paying per pepper, 44 cents per pepper, I tried to focus on getting the largest peppers that I could, because it doesn't matter if your pepper is itty bitty or huge, you're going to be paying 44 cents. I went ahead and picked up 8 of these massive green peppers. And my plan for this is there is a Trum Healthy Mama recipe that is called, deconstructed stuffed peppers, I believe is the name of it. And it is just a skillet meal that's like stuffed peppers, only without the grain rice, and it's in a skillet. So it's very easy to make. and I'm going to put that on the menu next week to use these. Now on the flip side of this ad, salad mix, 88 cents, and this is for the 12-ounce bags. At Walmart, you'll be paying $2.28 per bag for those, so that is a good deal. I picked up 5 of these salad mixes, and my plan is we're going to use several of these tonight with supper. If I can remember, I will show you the recipe whenever we go over to do some price comparisons. I've got my recipe book opened up right there, and I'll show you what we're doing for supper tonight with that. Also, the 73% ground beef at $2.98 a pound compared to Walmart's $3.77 per pound. And again, another digital coupon where you can get the extra $3 off that purchase. And I hold out for the 80% lean, so that's why I passed that up. And then the leg quarters at 62 cents a pound. Walmart is 77.2 cents per pound. So that is a decent deal as well. I did pass it up. I have freezers full of chicken right now, and I am okay on this. So, but it is a good sale. Okay, my grand total at Tinbox for just these few things came to $9.25. And that is with tax and the 10% upcharge added on there. So my next stop was Aldi, and we will go over their sale ad next. Pausing this grocery haul to show some amazingly handsome boys that just got back from getting haircuts. So look how snazzy those boys are. Woo woo. All right, guys, back to the sale ad video. Aldi. Here is what the Aldi sale ad looks like this week. And here is what I purchased. So, yep, and they're scattering. Look at them go. They got things to do. The first thing that popped out to me was the beef top sirloin steak here at $7.99 per pound. It does say that Aldi regularly sells it for $9.49 a pound. At Walmart, the comparison I found was $11.94 per pound. So, good deal on that. Again, I bypassed it because I'm trying to stay within the budget that I've set for our family, and we're pretty well stocked on meat. So I am a gambling woman this week, and I am hoping that there are good sales in weeks and months to come, and I will take advantage of them then when I have more wiggle room in the budget. Now, the red grapes on sale for $1.29 a pound. Very good price compared to Walmart at $2.37 per pound. And the only reason I pass these up is because Aldi's grapes at my Aldi have not been very good the past several weeks. There's a lot of smushiness, and they're very small, so I just didn't bother with them. And we have other fruits to snack on anyhow, so I did pass that up. But again, just like Tinbox, check your produce department. If they're good quality, that's an amazing price. What I did get were all things that were just at regular price, and I needed them anyway. So Aldi is typically the cheapest place to get those things. Let me pause and replace a battery real fast. Just put a new battery in, and I heard a girl giggling. They're having a good time. There's lots of sidewalk chalk being used out there, and Ava the dog is enjoying the show, I think. Okay. All right, let's see. Aldi, regular price things I got. First of all, I got one thing of celery because if you watched last week's video, my brand spanking new thing of celery got frozen. So there is that. It did not go to waste. For those of you wondering from last week, I was able to chop it up and use it in a soup that we had. I made a big double batch of soup, and we were able to use that up. Anything that was too smushy, I put in my bag of bones that I use for making bone broth, and it will be used to flavor bone broth. So no waste. 2 things of mushrooms, and I just use these either to scramble up with eggs, or who knows, next week I may find a recipe. This week I made a recipe and it used 1 pound of mushrooms. So I just like to keep them in the house here nowadays. 1 package of the mini peppers. These are just for snacking, for little side dishes of fresh vegetables on a plate. And then that's the Instant Pot with lunch going. This is not a quiet house. We're having loaded potatoes for lunch today. So that's what that is. Last thing I got were the zucchini. I got 2 packages of the zucchini there. And again, I don't have a specific plan for this right now, but so many recipes that we use here in the summertime have zucchini in them. So next week I will predict that we'll have something that includes zucchini. And we don't have any coming in from the garden yet. There are little zucchini plants out there, but nothing to harvest yet. Okay. David is getting a book out of the shelf and he's going to go read. Okay, grand total at Aldi for some produce came to $12.85. And my last stop was Kroger, and we will go over their sale ad next. Now, there were sale items that I took advantage of at Kroger this week. First of all, I will point out, again, like usual, the double fuel points. If you go shopping over the weekend, make sure you clip that digital coupon, clip it electronically, and when you go shopping Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, they will give you double fuel points, so you get discounts on gas for your car. It does look like they are having some special sale, a 2-day sale that is just on Saturday and Sunday. So if you are able to go shopping on those days, you may want to take advantage of the extra special deals that they have. The one that I would take advantage of is the iceberg lettuce here. The bags of shredded lettuce are 88 cents at Kroger for those 2 days, whereas at Walmart they are $2.28, so that is a good sale. Take advantage of that. I do not see any limits or any coupons or anything like that that you have to mess with. So there you go. Oh, also all the ads, the Tinbox, Aldi, and Kroger end on Tuesday, June 24th. So if you want to take advantage of those sales, get in before they end. The cherries were beautiful at Kroger this week, and they are $3.99 a pound compared to Walmart's $4.97 per pound. This is a weekly digital deal, so there is a coupon to clip. Make sure you clip that coupon. It also means there is a limit of 5. So I did get 5 of these bags of beautiful cherries. They're awesome. So we are going to eat these fresh because they are delicious. And if there's any that I don't think we're going to get to these in time, we will pit them, put them in a Ziploc baggie, and freeze them for some shakes, some sugar-free shakes that I'm able to make up. My favorite one is a chocolate-covered cherry sugar-free protein shake. So these will not go to waste. They will be used one way or the other. Then the last sale in the ad that I noticed was the 1-pound blocks of the Kroger cheese for $2.99. Walmart is selling their 1-pound blocks for $3.78. Just like the cherries, this is a digital coupon. You must clip it electronically, and there is a limit of 5. So I got 5 of the extra sharp cheddar cheeses, and there's so many to pick from. I mean, you can get the Colby Jack or mozzarella or mild cheddar, whatever you pick, but there you go. This will get stored in the fridge, and we will rotate through using the oldest first and the newest last. Regular price items, I did get cottage cheese. Now, I intended to get, there's a brand called Good Culture cottage cheese, and I've only purchased it once before, but I wanted to get it again. However, they were out. So I did get the Daisy brand instead. I like their ingredients, very simple ingredients, as opposed to the store brand cottage cheeses just have extra things added to them. and I don't like the extra things. So I'm willing to pay a little bit more. If Kroger keeps the Good Culture cottage cheese out of stock, I may have to start buying this at Walmart during my once a month stock up. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The bananas, I'm telling you guys, when I put these bananas in my cart, they look beautiful. Something happens between them bagging them up at Kroger and me bringing them inside my house. They get significantly darker and roughed up just in the van ride from town to home. So I don't know why every week that happens, but these are reduced bananas. They did have spots on them, but they were not this dark at all when I put them in my cart, and they were certainly not like this when I put them in my cart. So these, I have a couple children that love bananas, so they will feast on these while they're here, or these will be peeled and put in freezer bags. Recently, I'm guessing due to tariffs is my guess, these went from marked down at 39 cents a pound to now they are 45 cents a pound reduced price. Regular price now is around 55, 58 cents per pound. So I got 2 of those. Sorry guys, tickle in my throat. Last item was on markdown. I'm always looking for the reduced stickers, and the baby spinach here was marked down to $1.90. So I picked one of these up, and I typically use these to saute along with scrambled eggs. I'll usually put some tomatoes and some of the mushrooms and stuff like that, some green onions from our herb garden, and saute all those veggies up with some scrambled eggs. So this will get used for that, or we could always even add it in to salads if we wanted to put some extra dark greens in there. It'll get used up one way or the other, and it was a good deal. So grand total at Kroger for these few items here came to $70.72, and that is primarily because of the cherries. Cherries are expensive, even when they are on a good sale price. If they weren't on sale, we would not be getting cherries. I would not be paying regular price for cherries, so they're kind of expensive. I think it says down here, regular $6.99 a pound for cherries. No way. So at this point, we're going to go over to the kitchen island here. I want to show you that recipe that we're having for supper tonight, and we're going to do some price comparisons. See how much money I saved by buying sale items instead of just buying everything at Walmart. Okay, we're going to go over the clipboard here in a minute, but this is the recipe we're doing for tonight with those salad mixes. It's called Cancun chicken, and let me see which. It is in the Trim Healthy Future cookbook that I've been using, and it is basically, it's just boneless, skinless chicken breast with all kinds of yummy seasonings in there, spices and stuff like that. I am going to add a can of black beans to it like it suggests in the write-up here, and then serve it over some big salads. And I also think we're going to have guacamole with this as well. It's kind of like a dressing. So there you go. That's what supper is, and that's why we're going to use those salad mixes there. All right. Look at this short little list of things here. But I start off here at the top of my 2 Tinbox items, and I am adding that 10% upcharge to those 2 items. Green peppers, I paid $3.87. At Walmart, I would have paid $5.36 for the green peppers. The salad, the bags of salad, 5 of those, I paid $4.84. Walmart would have been $11.40. So very good deal on those garden salads at Tinbox. Then I have the mushrooms that I bought at regular price at Aldi. I paid $2.98. At Walmart would have been $3.88. And then the 1 bag of mini peppers, I paid $2.95. Walmart is $2.96. A penny more at Walmart. The celery the replacement celery there, I paid $1.85 at Aldi, and it is $1.88 currently at Walmart. The zucchini, I bought a total of 3 pounds from Aldi, and paid $4.35, and at Walmart it's $4.44, slightly more expensive. The cheese at Kroger, 5 of those for $14.95. Walmart would be $18.90 for cheese. The cottage cheese, I did pay more at Kroger than I would have at Walmart. I paid $4.49 at Kroger, whereas Walmart sells that for $3.78. However, when I looked it up, Walmart was currently out of stock of that too, so that makes me feel a little less bad for paying more. The marked down bananas, I paid $2.09 for them to be marked down at Kroger. Walmart did not have that option for marked downs, so $2.51 is what it would have been at Walmart. Now cherries. Cherries was a good sale, and I bought over 10 pounds of them, so I paid $43.46, and Walmart would have been $54.12 for all those cherries. And lastly, the baby spinach that was on markdown at Kroger, I paid $1.90, and Walmart would have been $3.63. And I'm using my list of things I need to get done today, so there is that. Okay, totals. What were my savings? I paid $87.73 for these things at the various stores. And at Walmart, I would have paid $112.86, which means I saved $25.13, which some may say, well, that's not worth your time going to all these separate stores and you have gas. I do get comments like that before about how much you spend on gas. Some of you longtime viewers might remember this, but I did figure it up at one time, and it was right around 50 cents worth of gas for me to visit Tinbox, Aldi, and Kroger while I was in town anyway. So the fuel cost really is just very, very low, and it doesn't take me much time to zip zap to the stores in town anyway, so that $25 is definitely worth it in my opinion. And just for fun, if you did that for 4 weeks, if each week you went and got sales, now this isn't even on meat and stuff, so this is a lower than usual savings. If I had bought those ribeye, the steaks and things like that, this would have been much higher. But just at the low $25 savings, I mean, you're talking over $100 per month in savings for a small visit to the grocery store. So working those sale ads and the loss leaders in the sale ads, I think it pays off. So now we're going to take the clipboard again and we'll go sit and we'll see where I'm standing at for the month now. How much money I have left, what I still expect to spend, and we'll chit chat about all of that stuff next. I got stuff going on out here. Shawn's heading outside. Andrew is getting lunch stuff wrapped up. David is heading out. Put his book away. So, clipboard. If you hear noises in the background, it's Andrew. He's my noisy kid today. Okay, so we start with $1,100 a month for our family of 9. That's for all of our groceries that come from the store and household goods like dishwasher detergent and toilet paper and all that good stuff. So $1,100, and I did a once a month grocery stock up already. I do that at the beginning of the pay period, so we have things topped off in the pantries and the freezers, and we deducted that amount from the $1,100. That was last week's video. So if you want to see that, I'll have a link in the description box if you want to see the big once a month stock up. So last Friday's video, we were left with $683.22. And this week's haul with tax and everything included came to $92.82, which means I now have $590.40 left in my grocery budget. And what needs to come out of that $590 is 3 more weeks of just the weekly sale ad deals, just like what I did here. Some months or some weeks it's very little. Some weeks it's a whole bunch. So I've got 3 of those and 1 Sam's Club haul. Now I will tell you, next week's video should include my Sam's Club haul. Actually, I have 1 box here from an online order that I haven't even opened yet because it just came in as I was filming the video. So that should be next Friday's video. It'll be included in next Friday's video. When I take that $590 and divide it by the 4 expenses that I am anticipating, the 3 sale ad weeks and the 1 Sam's Club, I divide that by 4 and it gives me a rough estimate of what I need to try to spend for each of those 4 expenditures. And that comes to $147.60. So, oops, sorry, bumped the camera. You guys almost fell to the floor. Next week, whenever I go with the sale ads and I go to Tinbox, Aldi, and Kroger, I am going to try to keep it within that $147 mark. And if I go under, like I did this week, that will give me a little bit extra for the remaining weeks. If I go over, then I'm going to have to dial it back even further on the remaining weeks. So it is interesting how far or how not far $147 a week will take you nowadays, especially if you're buying things like meat and things like that. So that's where we're at. And I look forward to next week showing you all the stuff at Sam's Club, and we'll see if the ads are any better next week, if I can get more stuff that's on sale. So Andrew's stirring up stuff on the stove back there, getting things finished up. We're gonna go visit with friends this afternoon, so we're trying to get lunch and things like that wrapped up so we can clean up and head out to have a good time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's helpful. I hope maybe you'll go get some of the sales and save some money while you're doing it. And if you do, put it in the comments, because I like hearing about when others get good things on sale. It makes me happy. Be sure you do the thumbs up, because it helps our family's channel with the YouTube algorithm. Double check that you are subscribed, because YouTube unsubscribes people for crazy reasons that I don't understand, and you may need to resubscribe. And then if you could share our channel with others, tell them about Ozark Family Homestead. It helps our family channel to grow, and we really do appreciate it a whole bunch. So okay, Lord willing, I will see you on Monday's video with a what we eat in a week video. That's the plan. If everything goes according to plan, I will see you then. Bye guys, see you later.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead.